Did you miss the big chase compilations? Today is your day. Some of the best chases of the year, so enjoy the show. December 6, 2023, at approximately 7:03 p.m., I was traveling southbound on US Highway 79 by Flying Burger when I overheard a Magnolia police officer in pursuit of a black Dodge Charger. They requested assistance from the Arkansas State Police. After turning around, I activated my emergency lights and siren in an attempt to stop the suspect vehicle. The suspect then passed me on my passenger side and continued to flee. I was traveling 150 miles per hour and the suspect vehicle was still pulling away from me. I lost sight of the suspect vehicle momentarily near the intersection of Columbia Road 27 and US 82. After the first officer lost sight of the suspect, a second officer stood on the suspect's expected route and waited for him with a spike at the ready.
So you got like blue light? I spiked him.
And the officers were right. The suspect drove to where he was already waiting.
Still driving?
Pulling over. We're stopped. Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Put your hands up now! Put your hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
She ain't got nothing to do with it, sir. Can you give her my phone? She ain't got anything to do with it.
Well, you weren't trying to get her anywhere, slave man. You drive like that, you got her
scared. I was scared, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was scared.
We'll just pull over. Over here.
Our brother just passed away like this.
The driver, who was identified as Troy Randleston, and the passenger, who was identified as Jaleisha Thompson. Randleston was then taken to Lafayette County awaiting his appearance for felony fleeing and aggravated assault. I was at a traffic stop on I-49 near the 66-mile marker when I observed a small white passenger car with damage to the rear and passenger side traveling at a very high rate of speed, estimated to be traveling over 120 miles per hour. I activated my radar and observed a reading of 126 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. I got behind the vehicle between the 76 mile marker and the 77 mile marker. Once I activated my lights and sirens again, the vehicle accelerated, passing another vehicle on the shoulder. The vehicle did not show any signs of slowing, so when the traffic had a break, I performed a TVI. Causing the vehicle to slide off the roadway to the right, stopping in the east side ditch. The driver had a pint of vodka bottle open between her legs, partially spilled on her. I took the operator into custody without further incident. The operator seemed to be very disoriented and intoxicated. EMS was called to the scene to evaluate the operator. While en route to the bridge, I observed a white Chevrolet Impala traveling in the outside lane, passing me. traveling well above the posted speed limit of 65 miles per hour. I entered the outside lane behind the Impala as it caught up to slower traffic. Once the Impala passed the slower traffic, I used the front radar to confirm the vehicle was speeding back up to speeds over 90 miles per hour, and it entered the inside lane. The Impala continued to weave through traffic at speeds around 90 miles per hour, and I observed the driver's window was down as the suspect looked at me in the driver's side mirror. It became apparent that the suspect was fleeing, and I advised I was in a vehicle pursuit.
TV on the bridge. TV out, TV out, TV out.
With the suspect showing no regard for safety of other motorists and knowing that other officers were on the bridge with welfare concerns, I recognized a safe opportunity to stop the fleeing vehicle and perform a TVI. I noticed a strong odor of intoxicants on the suspect's person.
You just didn't want to stop or what?
Nah, I ain't know you behind me at first.
You was looking in the mirror.
No, my mirrors.
That's fine.
I got
And he registered a .14 on a portable breath test. During a search of the vehicle, I located an open Colt 45 beer can in the vehicle, still containing liquid. There was no insurance on file for the vehicle, and it was not registered to McCall. McCall informed me he had recently bought the vehicle, but did not have paperwork in the vehicle. The chase began when Little Rock police asked for assistance in pursuit of a black sedan that was speeding through town and refusing to stop. Thanks to good communication, the policeman arrived at exactly the right place and waited for the chase in the opposite direction.
Okay, well, go and take primary scan. Yeah, come on this.
Adam 18 Little Rock, I'm 1037. Little Rock, can you call for me?
Sure, here. About 7500 block. Take it out. He is outside the pull over.
Put your hands up. Don't try anything stupid. I will shoot you. Do you understand me? Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Hands up! Hands up! Turn the car off. Turn the car off. All right. Is there anyone else in the car?
one time.
All right. All right. I need you. Listen, I need you to crawl out on the other side and do not try running.
The suspect was apprehended without incident. He was unable to explain the reason for the chase. The local PD were in pursuit of the stolen Nissan Maxima, and the occupants had stolen several items from an Ulta beauty store in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Took the 8, took the 8.
Arkansas State Police responded to the area and located the suspect vehicle traveling at speeds reaching 120 miles per hour. Presumably, the suspects were attempting to get back to Memphis.
She went off the road. I'm catching back up to her, topping the college overpass.
Coming down the surface road, and she goes back on and starts getting out on the intersection.
10-4, she's getting on eastbound.
Usually not, I'm out of it.
Right here behind her. Should be able to catch up.
It's really funny how all-season tires and rear-wheel drive suffer in rainy weather like this.
Wait till we get out of some of this traffic. She almost hit an officer in the rear end. Wrecked out.
Right down.
Dave, she regained it. She hit the guardrail and regained it. So we got out some of this traffic. We get stopped.
Regain.
3. I got a little bit of traffic. I'm trying not to rear into anybody with the car.
Upon reaching the 283 mile marker on I-40 eastbound, the vehicle lost control and struck the concrete wall.
Wrecked out, wrecked out, wrecked out.
Wrecked out.
283, she's trying to get back into it.
283.
The stolen merchandise was located in an orange Ulta shopper bag. Numerous bottles of perfume, colognes, and other products. Also located was a scale with drug residue, psychedelic mushrooms, ecstasy pills, and a Glock pistol with a chambered round. All suspects have been charged. Reckless driving, more than 15 miles per hour over the limit, possession of drug paraphernalia, theft by receiving of $25,000, no driver's license, possession of a controlled substance, excluding meth, cocaine, equaling 28 grams. On Friday, January 19, 2024, at approximately 11:29 p.m., I was sitting stationary on Interstate 40 in the 196 mile marker turnaround conducting speed enforcement with LiDAR. While I was watching eastbound traffic, I observed a white Toyota Corolla pass me at 102 miles per hour in a 75 mile per hour zone. I pulled onto the interstate and attempted to stop the vehicle. I got behind the suspect vehicle and activated my emergency lights. The suspect vehicle did not yield to my lights and continued driving eastbound, and I activated my siren. I notified Troop D Communications that I was pursuing the vehicle. The suspect vehicle made unsafe lane changes around other motorists and continued to exceed 100 miles per hour. I performed a TVI on Interstate 40 near the 202 mile marker. The suspect vehicle rotated clockwise around the front of my patrol vehicle and struck the passenger side of my vehicle. Body damage was caused to multiple areas of the passenger side of my vehicle.
Come out, my guns are on you. Walk out.
The suspect fled on foot, and the passenger, Jacques Johnson, was arrested without further incident. With the help of local law enforcement agencies, we were able to find the suspect driver, Lacarius Green, in a residence located off of State Highway 33 South. The suspect vehicle was also reported stolen out of Memphis, Tennessee. The chase began when a police officer caught the Kia speeding. The Kia was originally traveling 100 miles per hour in a 75 mile per hour zone.
Here, Missouri.
At the 21 northbound speed.
Once the police officer activated his special signals, the suspect began to increase his speed and attempt to flee. The decision was made to push the suspect off the road as quickly as possible while the road was empty and they had not yet reached the city streets. Seconds before the pit maneuver was applied, the suspect began to slow down and pretend to stop. The cop gave him another chance.
Okay, you drive him on the shoulder about 60 miles per hour. I went up to attempt to TD. TBI.
TBI, safer use right.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! We'll figure it out.
After the suspect started running away again, no one will give him a third chance. The suspect was apprehended and sent to jail.
Lean up against my vehicle. C9 jumper.
On December 13, 2023, at approximately 11:33 p.m., I was stationary on Interstate 630 West at the 1A exit ramp. I observed a small passenger car that the Little Rock North Police Department was attempting to pull over. At the same time, Troop A dispatch advised that North Little Rock Police was requesting state police assistance in stopping the vehicle. I immediately initiated my emergency equipment and pulled out with North Little Rock. The vehicle, a white Saturn SL2 displaying an Arkansas license plate, continued traveling on Interstate 630 West. At approximately 11:34 p.m., I performed a TVI. The vehicle was able to drive out of the TVI and drove on the right shoulder. I observed the passenger throw out what appeared to be a white substance on the shoulder before jumping out of the vehicle. The driver also jumped out of the vehicle while the vehicle was still in drive, causing the vehicle to back into my patrol vehicle. The driver, later identified as Edward Williams, continued to flee on foot. Mr. Williams then jumped over a chain link fence at MEMS headquarters. I also jumped over the fence and ran approximately 100 yards to catch up to Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams did not comply and continued to run, then stopped and was trying to catch his breath. I had my taser pointed at him and continued giving him commands to get on the ground and place his hands behind his back. Mr. Williams fell to the ground and was placed into custody with no further incident. Officers pulled over the 24-year-old in the area of Van Dyke and Stevens for an expired license plate.
The window broke.
Can you put the car in park?
Here's the park.
So the reason I stopped you is because the plate's expired. Yeah.
I'm just coming from work.
Oh, yeah?
After being asked to step out of the vehicle, Kelly put the Chevrolet Cruise in drive and sped off, prompting police to chase him.
I'll let him move. Okay. All right. What I gotta have you do is just hop out for me real quick, man, just because you don't have your license on you, okay?
Still westbound on Wood, Blacktown Drive. And he's 10-15 into the grass, north on Lawrence. He's in the grass, jumping back down northbound. Dreads? Dreads. 20 short dreads.
The average speed for the chase, the official said, was 82 miles per hour.
Black male, Indian build dreads. Tattoos, smoke arms. Whoever's blocking up there. Center line's blocking. It's up in the grass. Just parallel. All right, we got the lead again from center line. He's jumping through the grass just south of 10 and east on Lawrence. Somebody go to Sherwood in 10 mile for me. All right, we're by that apartment complex just east of Sherwood, coming out to 10. All right, west on 10. You're good, clear, sorry.
Yep. Approaching Sherwood.
Some roll.
Yep.
Traffic over. Through mountains. Alright, he's slowing for Ryan. It's a red.
Oh. The pursuit lasted all of 3 minutes as police followed the suspect north along Lawrence and 10 Mile, crossing a grassy field and through a solid red traffic signal. Officers called firefighters to the scene and tried to rescue the driver. The suspect died as a result of the impact and was pronounced dead at the scene. After the chase, police learned the man had a warrant for his arrest. They also found a loaded stolen gun in the car. At approximately 10:15 a.m. this morning, the Indiana State Police Versailles Post was contacted by Ohio authorities who relayed information that a yellow 2021 school bus had been stolen from the Cincinnati area and was currently being tracked while it traveled westbound on I-74 near Batesville in Ripley County, Indiana. A Batesville police officer and 2 Indiana State troopers located the vehicle and followed it as it entered Decatur County, Indiana. What I initially heard was that the bus driver was practicing or getting used to a route for a summer classes that he would have to drive a route for. That driver was out of the vehicle, but close by when the suspect apparently just jumped in and took off. The pursuit spanned more than 80 miles, from Hamilton County across the Ohio-Indiana state line to Dearborn County, through Decatur County to Shelby County, and mostly along Interstate 74, county roads, and some cornfields. It's not known what the suspect was counting. However, it is known that he was neither under the influence of alcohol nor other substances. He had no chance to escape on asphalt roads, so he decided that he would try to escape through the fields using the clearance advantage of the bus. However, he must have forgotten that at least half the cops drive SUVs, and the fields are no problem for them.
He went through a fence and now back eastbound.
Wires through some electrical fencing here.
They're on electrical fencing. No matter.
He just hit me for sale.
The suspect drove off the road every time he saw spikes in front of him. Eventually, Murdoch hit officers' stop sticks, which caused the tires on the bus to deflate. At around 11:15, an hour after Indiana officers joined the chase, officers boxed in the bus in a cornfield and stopped him near County Road 25, just south of Shelbyville, Indiana. 32-year-old Chad Murdoch was arrested without incident, and no one was hurt in the chase or theft. Through multiple police vehicles and property were damaged during the chase. In all, ISP said at least 3 police vehicles were damaged by collisions with the bus during the pursuit. Murdoch was taken to the Decatur County Jail, where he was charged with a slew of charges, including resisting law enforcement, criminal recklessness with a vehicle, possession of stolen property, and criminal mischief. On November 24, 2023, I, Trooper Blaine Lucas, was traveling eastbound on Interstate 630 in the area of mile marker number 3. I observed a green Dodge Challenger traveling in the number 2 lane, displaying an unreadable Arkansas temporary license plate. I observed the vehicle drive up to another vehicle in front of it and begin to follow too closely. I got behind the vehicle and activated my emergency lights to conduct a traffic stop on the vehicle. I smacked the passenger's side rear window with my flashlight before it took off. The vehicle began to lose control and was driving sideways on Interstate 630. The vehicle was quickly changing lanes in moderate traffic at speeds at approximately 140 miles per hour. As I began to take the exit, I did not decrease enough speed coming into the curve. This caused the front right corner of my vehicle to make contact with the concrete wall. My patrol unit traveled down the concrete wall and came to a stop. I advised my dispatch that I had wrecked out and that the suspect vehicle had gotten away. My supervisor arrived on scene with another trooper, and my vehicle was towed back to ASP headquarters. I was transported to UAMS to be medically evaluated for the collision. On October 12, 2023, at approximately 11:06 p.m., I was on routine patrol on Interstate 40 westbound near the 153 mile marker. While on patrol, I observed a silver passenger car entering Interstate 40 westbound from Highway 67 to 167 at a high rate of speed. I initiated my front moving radar and received a clear tone at 112 miles per hour. I then initiated my emergency equipment to conduct a traffic stop on the vehicle. The vehicle moved to the right lane on Interstate 40, but then made an abrupt lane change and turned off its headlights and taillights. The vehicle continued traveling on Interstate 40 westbound at speeds of approximately 115 miles per hour. As we approached traffic, the vehicle then passed a vehicle on the left shoulder at 100 miles per hour. The vehicle attempted to take the military drive exit, 150-mile marker. As the vehicle took the exit, the vehicle went off the roadway right and struck into a signpost. The vehicle then crossed the exit ramp, went off-road left, and struck a guardrail with his front bumper. The driver, later identified as Zachary Pate, exited the vehicle. I immediately instructed Mr. Pate to get on the ground and put his hands behind his back. The front seat passenger, later identified as Bo Robinson, also exited the vehicle.
Look, man, I'm going to be completely honest with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You're getting charged with a felony.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Felony fleeing.
I understand.
Okay? That was stupid.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
You put yourself at risk, those two at risk, okay? Because they could have died, especially the way you wrecked out. You understand?
MEMS arrived on the scene and transported Mr. Pate, Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Moore to UAMS for treatment. An inventory search was conducted on the vehicle. In the vehicle, I observed an open bottle of Peach Crown Royal in the back passenger seat. I also observed an open can of Twisted Tea in the front cup holder between the driver and front passenger seat. The chase began when a police officer spotted a Toyota that was speeding. After activating my emergency light, the Toyota began to stop. However, that's just the beginning. Everything you will see next was done simply because the driver did not have a license.
This is returning on the road 2016 on Maxima 1223.
Yes, for the team.
10-4 to 10. Getting on camera.
At this point, the speed was approaching 100 miles per hour.
Rabbit run. County has been advised. Yeah, coming up, Jimmy Williams.
Yeah, got the road closed on Bill. Had about 10 hands. Can't get through.
Get the fuck out of the car! Let me see your hands! Don't move! Don't move! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the
Switch that tag out since when you ran last time? No? Is that car stolen?
No, it's my wife's tag. It's off our Nissan. I didn't have a driver's license.
I will be grateful for every like and comment under this video. Thank you very much.